It is time to have a conversation about our marketing and SEO tools because they are not keeping up with the times and it is creating a massive problem within your business. And that's whether you're running an agency, doing SEO for clients, or you're using these tools to do SEO for yourself. They're creating a false narrative because the data is flat out wrong. Now, the title of this video is that they're lying to you. They're not doing it intentionally. They're just not keeping up. So let's take a look at exactly what I mean and talk about some things that we can do to get around this. So over here on my computer, I've got my personal website, webbers.org. We are a law firm marketing agency. I'm going to use this as an example because I have all this first-party data. We're going to look at a couple different examples of how this tool is completely wrong when it comes to predicting organic traffic. So I have the website in here now. You can see that over the last 6 months, really year, 2 years, we've been putting a little bit more effort into this. Over time, this website's really fallen off, right? But over the last 2 years, we've really put a lot of effort into getting the website's traffic back up, just to get our customer acquisition flowing through Google a little bit more. We'll talk more about why I don't really care about it and I haven't really cared about it, and this is one of the reasons why. So we look up here at the total number of keywords ranking and then the estimated organic traffic. So the way that this tool works is you can put in any website that you want. This is Ahrefs or SEMrush, and it will pull back the number of keywords that you're ranking for in Google. Now, every one of these keywords has an associated monthly search volume associated with it. Based on what the monthly search volume is, times what your ranking is in Google, it creates a forecast saying, if you're ranking in position 1 for a 500 keyword, you're gonna estimate XYZ amount of traffic. And that's how this estimated traffic is built. And way too many agencies and way too many clients are relying on looking at this graph as a measure of success. Now again, I don't fault the tools for this because they're just using traditional click-through rate metrics to build this graph, but it's become such an industry standard, right? The amount of clients that I audit in terms of law firms that are getting this as a measure of success from their agency, it's mind-blowing because this is very easy to manipulate and this is very easy to show success when in reality, that's not the case. So again, let's keep this number in mind here. 1,900 organic visits per month is the estimate for our website here. Now, if we come over here to Google Search Console, this is a source of truth. So I have this set here for 28 days, and you can see that we have 900. Search Console is the ultimate source of truth when it comes to organic traffic because it only measures Google traffic. This is the only tool that you can actually see the keywords that you're getting traffic for, the amount of traffic, progression over time, etc. Now, that in itself, 977 versus 1900, it's about half. But then when we come in here and we add a filter for a query, and we remove my brand name, queries containing Webbers, queries not containing Webbers, look at the drop, 130 visits. Now, I can go even further and remove my name from this because my name, if you come over here to queries and you can see, I'm in the top 5 here for the amount of clicks driving just off my name alone. So if we remove branded from this, 130 clicks per month. Versus this website here that's telling us 1,900. The discrepancy there is so egregious. It's so off. It's so off base. It's so bad. These tools are utterly useless when it comes to trying to use this for keyword research, forecasting organic traffic. The data is useless. And again, I don't blame these companies for it because what's happening and why this is so off is because the sands are shifting so fast underneath our feet in SEO that it's impossible for them to rebuild this tool and keep up. So, again, I'm not doing this to knock these tools because Ahrefs is a core part of our stack. I love it, it's a great tool. But using it for keyword research and any sort of organic traffic estimate or keyword volume estimate, it's utterly useless because the numbers are so off. So when we come in here and inspect this a little bit further, if we come here and look at our top pages on our website, so this will tell us the top pages that are ranking, the keyword, and the ranking for the top keyword there. So if we take this one here, family law marketing, right? And we take this and punch it into Google and we see what's happening. The first result here is gonna be this AI overview. It's back and it's here to stay. So this alone, right? If we come to Ahrefs and we're looking at this even more closely, and this is saying that this page itself is driving 122 estimated visits. Not a ton, right? But the value of the traffic, the quality of this traffic, 700 per month keyword ranking 4th for it, and then all the other keywords that are associated with that page in itself should be driving a lot more traffic. But the reason it's not is because, one, the amount of ads that are on top of it. 2, AI answers are here, they're back. I know we talked about them as like a big bust that they've rolled back, but they're rolling out and they're all over the place now. Not just for top funnel informational queries, but something like marketing for family lures, which is a good middle funnel, potentially even bottom funnel keyword, is no longer available because this is totally cannibalizing all that. And you might say, oh, you can still get clicks over here. I know the people at On The Map, we actually discussed this. I was with Chris Stapps last week and we talked about this discrepancy because I covered this in my talk that I gave at a conference where I saw him, and he said the same thing, that they get so much traffic according to these tools, but when they actually check their traffic and leads, it's not there. And then we've got this other noise here. You know, again, it's time to have the conversation about SEO. And again, the point of this video is probably a little bit clickbait to get your attention because I know you're an Ahrefs user. Again, I love the tool, I stand by it. It'll always be a part of our core stack for link building, for competitor research, but the data when it comes to SEO keyword data, when it comes to SEO research, when it comes to doing actual meaningful SEO work inside the tool, it's not there anymore. And I don't blame the fault of the tool. I blame what's happening in Google. And this is something as SEOs, as marketers, we need to be hyper aware of because the sands have shifted and they're continuing to shift so much under our feet. And this is such an important thing that the way that we measure success, the way that we pitch success, the way that we try and gauge success is no longer available to us. We have to be very honest about what's happening in Google. And even if you're ranking for very valuable keywords, you're not going to get the traffic anymore. You're just not. So if we picture a business like a pie chart, right? And when it comes to allocating resources of that pie chart against different tactics, SEO, social media, paid advertising, out of home, maybe, you know, partnerships, etc. SEO used to be a pretty big part of that. It used to be like 30–40% of that investment for certain business models because the return was there. It's kind of like email marketing. Email marketing, when it first came out, was a large part of it because it was like, hey, build the list, email the list, 40% of people open it, you're gonna convert XYZ. It was very easy. You would just run campaigns, build an email list, email those people, and you would make money. That has now shrunk because the open rates and the attention on email has gone down very significantly because there's so many other things. There's text message, there's social media, there's Instagram, there's all these different platforms that are cannibalizing the amount of attention and eyeballs and effectiveness and impact that email marketing has. So email marketing over time in that pie chart has shrunk down, right? Very few companies are investing first in email. It's a good to have, it's a nice to have, it's something that you should be doing, but are you leading with email marketing? Probably not. Maybe for e-commerce, it's a bigger part of it, but for a lot of businesses, of the law firms we work with, not a single one even has an email marketing platform anymore. Why? Because it doesn't really make them money, so it's not a priority for them. Over a long period of time, should they be doing it? Absolutely. But is it a priority? No, it's shrunk. And this is a conversation about SEO as well. That our pie is shrinking, guys. And if you are not ahead of this, if you're not paying attention to this, if you are not planning for this and prepping for this, and if you're not looking in the mirror and being completely honest with yourself, you're gonna get squeezed out. The SEO pie is shrinking in front of our faces, and there's nothing that we can do about it in terms of bringing it back. You can bury your head in the sand, you can go fight with people on Twitter, you can justify it all you want. I get into conversations with people about this all the time because like, I went to an SEO conference, there were 4,000 people there. Like, yeah, no shit. It's all SEOs, of course there is. Like, we care about this, we're passionate about it, we wanna talk about this, we want to learn about it, but that doesn't change the fact that the pie is shrinking and it's shrinking in front of our eyes. And all you have to do is look at your data, guys. Like, look at Ahrefs SEMrush and then look at the actual data and look me in the eyes and tell me that it matches up. Look me in the eyes and tell me that the proposals that you're building, the forecasts that you're building, all the research that you're doing is leading to the same amount of traffic. And we're not even talking about conversions, we're just talking about traffic. So the pie is shrinking. I'm not saying SEO is dead. I'm saying that just like email marketing, over time, it's shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. If you are not planning for this, if you're not prepping for this, especially if you're an agency or if you're a business who's too reliant on SEO and you're wondering why you're making less and less money over year, it's because of this. You can't put all your eggs in the SEO basket anymore. The pie is shrinking. If you guys need help with this, I've got plenty of trainings on this channel. I've got plenty of coaching calls that I do inside of the Blueprint training. This is something that I'm very adamant about. I'm talking a lot about it. So if you're interested in learning more or joining the conversation, make sure to check out the Blueprint training because I'm hosting weekly calls on Zoom, talking to agencies, consultants, and business owners about this stuff. Because at the end of the day, guys, I'm here the same way that you are. I'm here to help my business grow. And by investing in channels that are no longer producing fruit for us, we're wasting money and we're driving our business into the ground. Got plenty of ideas and plenty of strategies that actually work. So join the Blueprint training and we'll have that conversation up there.